So, hi, my dear student. I am welcoming you all to my channel. So, this in last two sessions we discussed about brief manner about expectorant and emetics. So, this class I am going to discuss with you about very short answer and fill-ups and that related to question and answer related to that topic. Question and answer will once again it will give you an idea about overall understanding of that expectorant and emetic. So first one we'll see, what do you understand by the term cough? Cough, a protective reflex, both voluntary and involuntary, helps to expel irritant matter from the expectorant. It's a protective reflex or both voluntary and involuntary, helps to expel irritant matter from the respiratory tract. Next, how many types of cough? I already discussed with you protective and non-protective cough. Next, define expectorant. Expectorant is a drug that produces or which will help to removal or expulsion of secretion or exudate from the trachea and bronchi and lungs is the proper definition for expectorant. Next, name any two inorganic compounds which are used as expectorant. So, as per according to your syllabus, you have ammonium chloride and sodium potassium tartrate to be used as an expectorant, or ammonium salts such as ammonium chloride, and here emetic also to be used in form of expectorant. Here ammonium chloride and iodide such as potassium iodide to be used as a expectorant, and emetic sodium potassium tartrate and copper sulfate. So next, how do expectorant act upon the respiratory tract? Respiratory tract, according to the respiratory tract, it act upon in two ways: by decreasing the viscosity, of the bronchial secretion, so that the person can facilitate very easily or eliminate the local irritant and expelled, and intellectual coughing is required. And next one, by increasing the amount of respiratory tract fluid, a demulcent action is exerted on dry mucosal lining and relieving the unprotective cough. Next, we'll see about what is the difference between emetic and vomiting. So, what is the difference between emetic is a drug that produces vomiting, while vomiting is the involuntary forceful expulsion of the content of one's stomach and sometimes the nose. That is the difference. So emetic, which will expel the or induces or induction of emesis known as emetic, but vomiting is nothing but involuntary or forceful expulsion of content of the unwanted food or poison food of one such stomach and sometimes the nose. So name two inorganic compounds which are used as a emetic, like copper sulfate, zinc sulfate, sodium chloride and sodium. Here not potassium antimony tartrate. Here we have to discuss about sodium potassium tartrate. So what is the inorganic subject for expectorant? Means ammonium salts, ammonium chloride and potassium iodide. Likewise, as well as here sodium potassium tartrate and copper sulfate, zinc sulfate used as a emetic purpose. So what is the role, what is the molecular formula of sodium potassium tartrate? Here instead of antimony potassium tartrate, which I gave you sodium potassium. So you may refer from the part 2 expectorant and emetic topic. Okay. So next, which inorganic compound is used in the prevention and treatment of goiter, that is potassium iodide. Next question, what is the difference between protective and non-protective? Protective, which will secrete the mucus, and non-protective, which doesn't secrete the mucus. Then how do emetic salt then how do emetics act? Then that means it specifically act on CTZ zone, which is located in the fourth ventricular medulla. So it will directly act on this zone, thereby which will induces the emesis. Okay. Next, what is the method of preparation of ammonium chloride? When ammonia treated with carbon dioxide and sodium chloride and water, there is formation of ammonium chloride and sodium carbonate. Next, what is the expectorant is prepared by solvay process? That ammonium chloride. What is the other name of kali iodidum? That is known as potassium kali iodidum, known as potassium iodide. So what is the structural here? This is unwanted question, so we are skipping from this question, and we will skip from this question. Then next, what is the other name of this one also? Then what are the pharmaceutical uses of potassium iodide? You know, it's used to be used for the treatment of emetic and also expectorant mixture. It is the main ingredient in expectorant mixture. It is also used as an iodine supplement. So why? Because potassium iodide is there, so that is to be used as a iodine supplement. Then we may try with this. You may try this long answer question once you go through this video, then previous video, then you may attempt this answer for this question. Explain in detail about cough. Next question, define expectorant and how do they act? Explain in detail. Write a brief note on emetic. Define emetic. How do they act? You name any two inorganic compounds which are used as emetic. Then explain in detail about the method of preparation and properties and uses of ammonium chloride. So some more questions also there, that give a brief note on method of preparation, properties of potassium iodide, and write down a short note on potassium iodide. So next we'll see about fill in the blank. So cough is a protective reflex. What is the first answer for this one? Cough is a protective reflex. Second one, emetics is used to produce vomiting. So what is that? Emetic are used to produce vomiting. Next one, ammonium chloride is prepared by solvay process. So ammonium chloride is prepared by solvay process. So fourth one, the Latin word expectorant means expel the excess or to drive from the chest or to drive from the trachea, chest, okay, and lungs also. Next, protective cough produces the mucus, and expectorant are used to help in the removal of secretion. Expectorant are used to help in the removal of excretion. Next, dash inorganic compounds are used as saline expectorant. I told you potassium iodide and ammonium chloride. Next, ammonium chloride is also known as sal ammoniac or not ammonium chloride is highly ammonium chloride is also known as amuriate or amchlor. Okay, and next one, ninth question, antimony. Here this is unwanted question, so you just leave about it. Then 10th one, dash is used as an, that means sometimes if what they are asking means antimony potassium tartrate is also known as tartar emetic. Next, anyway it is not included in our syllabus, but we are going to study about sodium potassium tartrate instead of antimony potassium tartrate. Remind that. And next one, dash is used as an emetic in veterinary practice, hydrogen peroxide. So next question, dash is used as emetic in ancient time. In ancient time they used sodium chloride and mustard solution to be used for the treatment of emetic or to induce the emesis. Next, the solution of ammonium chloride is highly acidic. That ammonium chloride is highly acidic, and ammonium chloride is a hygroscopic. So properties, it is comes under hygroscopic in nature. So the hygroscopic is nothing but if you keep on in open air condition, it leaves the water liquid from the substance, that is known as hygroscopic in nature. So next one, potassium iodide is prepared by treating with iron filling with iodine. Iron filling with iodine, so will form the potassium iodide. Next, ammonium chloride is used as a nitrogen source. Here ammonium chloride is used as nitrogen source in fertilizer. Next we'll see about multiple choice question. So protective cough produces mucus. Which cough doesn't produce mucus? Non-protective. Non is nothing but no mucus. Protective means producing mucus. Okay, so which inorganic compound is used as emetic? That is sodium potassium. Which inorganic compound is used as sodium instead of potassium? Sodium potassium tartrate. Okay, next, potassium iodide stands for potassium Ki stands for potassium iodide. Then emetic act by stimulation of the CTZ chemoreceptor zone located in the fourth ventricle in the medulla, by directly act on this zone so that the person can induces emesis. So can immediately the person which will voluntarily, that is the voluntarily or forceful expulsion through stomach or by the nose. So next, if the vomiting reflex continues for an extended period, dash occurs. So what will occur? Dehydration. So that time, so we have to give the treatment to be given for the dehydration. So immediately the person to be given with the ORS salt. Okay, so I think this will help, this also will help you the answer for the above we discussed now, question and answer and fill ups and objective type. Okay, thank you.